Odin. Odin, the chief god of Norse mythology, is known as the Allfather and the god of wisdom, war, and death. Unlike other supreme deities, Odin is not just a ruler, but also a seeker of knowledge, sacrificing his eye at Mimir's well for wisdom. He is closely associated with magic, poetry, and prophecy, often disguising himself to test mortals and uncover hidden truths. As the ruler of Asgard, Odin presides over Valhalla, where fallen warriors prepare for Ragnarok, the prophesied end of the world. His two ravens, Hugin and Munin, bring him knowledge from all over the world, symbolizing thought and memory. Despite his great power, Odin is not omnipotent and must constantly fight against fate and the encroaching doom of Ragnarok. Norse mythology, especially Odin's tales, greatly influenced medieval Viking culture and later inspired modern literature, films, and games. Even today, Odin's legacy persists, particularly in Scandinavian traditions and neo-pagan movements. Brahma. Brahma is the Hindu god of creation and one of the principal deities in the Trimurti, alongside Vishnu and Shiva. According to Hindu mythology, he emerged from a cosmic golden egg or from a lotus growing from Vishnu's navel. Unlike other major gods, Brahma is not widely worshipped today, with very few temples dedicated to him. His four heads symbolize the four Vedas, the sacred Hindu texts, as well as his vast knowledge. Despite his role as the creator, he is often overshadowed by Vishnu and Shiva, who are more actively worshipped. A famous legend explains that he was cursed by Shiva to be largely forgotten due to his arrogance. The Pushkar Lake in India remains one of the few significant sites of Brahma worship. Though less prominent in modern Hinduism, his presence in ancient texts and philosophy cements his role as a key figure in the Hindu pantheon. Ra, the ancient Egyptian sun god, was one of the most revered deities in Egyptian mythology. He was believed to travel across the sky during the day and through the underworld at night, symbolizing the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The Egyptians depicted Ra with a falcon head and a sun disk, often merging him with other gods such as Amun, to form Amun-Ra. As the creator of all life, he was central to Egyptian religious practices, with pharaohs often claiming to be his earthly representatives. His daily journey was seen as a battle against the serpent Apophis, representing chaos and darkness. The famous Book of the Dead contains spells to aid Ra in his nightly struggle to ensure the sun rises each morning. Many temples, including the Great Sun Temple at Heliopolis, were built in his honor. Even after Egypt's decline, Ra's influence persisted in later religious and philosophical traditions. Allah is the singular, all-powerful God in Islam, revered as the creator and sustainer of the universe. The Quran, Islam's holy book, describes Allah as merciful, compassionate, and just, with 99 names reflecting different aspects of his nature. Unlike other deities, Allah is entirely beyond human comprehension, with no physical form or anthropomorphic traits. Islam strictly upholds monotheism, Tawhid, rejecting any division or incarnation of God, which differentiates it from many other religious traditions. Muslims believe that Allah communicated with humanity through prophets, including Adam, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad, the final messenger. Worship of Allah is central to Islamic life, with daily prayers, fasting, and pilgrimage reinforcing devotion. The concept of divine justice and judgment shapes Islamic teachings on morality and the afterlife. With over 1 billion followers worldwide, Allah remains one of the most influential and widely worshipped deities in history. Zeus, the king of the Greek gods, ruled Mount Olympus and wielded immense power over the sky and thunder. Known for his mighty thunderbolt, he was both a protector and a punisher, maintaining order among gods and humans alike. His many myths depict him as a complex figure, wise and just yet prone to human-like flaws, including infidelity and vengeance. Zeus played a key role in Greek mythology, overthrowing his father, Cronus, to establish the reign of the Olympian gods. He fathered numerous gods and heroes, including Hercules, Athena, and Perseus, shaping much of Greek mythology. The Grand Temple of Zeus in Olympia housed one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the statue of Zeus. His influence extended beyond religion into Greek philosophy, with figures like Plato discussing his nature and authority. Even today, Zeus remains an iconic symbol of power and leadership in popular culture. Amaterasu, the Shinto sun goddess, is one of the most revered deities in Japanese mythology. She is considered the divine ancestor of Japan's imperial family, reinforcing the belief that the emperor is of divine origin. According to legend, she once hid in a cave after a dispute with her brother, plunging the world into darkness until the other gods lured her out. Her emergence symbolized the return of light and order, making her an important figure in Shinto cosmology. The Ise Grand Shrine, Japan's most sacred Shinto shrine, is dedicated to Amaterasu and remains a major pilgrimage site. She represents harmony, purity, and the life-giving power of the sun, making her central to Shinto beliefs. Many Japanese festivals and rituals are dedicated to honoring her and her role in sustaining the world. Her influence extends beyond religion into Japanese culture, where themes of light triumphing over darkness remain prevalent. Ahura Mazda. Ahura Mazda is the supreme god of Zoroastrianism, one of the world's oldest monotheistic religions. He represents light, wisdom, and goodness, constantly battling the forces of darkness led by Ahura Ahriman. The prophet Zoroaster, Zarathustra, introduced the concept of dualism, where Ahura Mazda embodies truth and righteousness, while Ahriman symbolizes falsehood and evil. Zoroastrian scriptures, particularly the Avesta, emphasize moral responsibility and the eternal struggle between good and evil. Ahura Mazda was the state god of the Persian Empire, influencing later religious traditions, including Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Fire temples dedicated to him still exist today, with sacred flames representing his divine presence. His influence can be seen in the concepts of heaven, hell, and the final judgment found in many religions. Although Zoroastrianism has diminished in numbers, Ahura Mazda's legacy continues in theological and philosophical discussions. Yahweh. Yahweh is the central deity of Judaism and the monotheistic God of Christianity and Islam. Originally worshipped by the ancient Israelites, he revealed himself to Moses in the burning bush, declaring, "I am who I am." Unlike the gods of polytheistic traditions, Yahweh is portrayed as an all-powerful, eternal, and personal being. The Hebrew Bible describes his covenant with Israel, promising protection and guidance in return for faithfulness to his laws. His influence shaped the foundations of Western morality, justice, and theology, profoundly impacting religious and secular thought. Over time, Yahweh's worship evolved, with Christianity and Islam interpreting him through their own doctrines. The concept of monotheism that Yahweh established revolutionized religious belief, replacing pantheons of gods with a single sovereign deity. Today, billions of people across multiple faiths recognize Yahweh as the one true God, making him one of the most influential figures in human history. Shiva. Shiva, one of the principal deities of Hinduism, is known as the destroyer and transformer within the Trimurti. Unlike a purely destructive force, Shiva's role is essential for creation and renewal, as destruction paves the way for rebirth. He is often depicted meditating in the Himalayas, symbolizing inner peace and detachment from worldly desires. His third eye represents wisdom and destruction, capable of burning away ignorance. As the Lord of Dance, Nataraja, he performs the cosmic dance that keeps the universe in balance. Devotees worship Shiva through sacred symbols like the lingam, representing his infinite nature. He is also known for his deep devotion to his wife, Parvati, and his son, Ganesha. Shiva's worship is widespread, with millions of temples and festivals celebrating his power and presence. Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama. Although not a god in the traditional sense, Siddhartha Gautama, known as the Buddha, became one of the most influential spiritual figures in history. Born a prince in ancient India, he renounced his luxurious life in search of enlightenment and the end of human suffering. Through deep meditation and self-discipline, he attained nirvana, a state of liberation from the cycle of rebirth and suffering. His teachings, known as the Dharma, form the foundation of Buddhism, emphasizing compassion, mindfulness, and the middle way. Unlike many religious traditions that focus on devotion to a deity, Buddhism centers on self-realization and inner transformation. Over time, some Buddhist traditions deified him, portraying him as a divine figure or an enlightened being with supernatural qualities. His influence extends beyond religion, shaping philosophy, psychology, and even modern mindfulness practices. Today, millions follow his teachings, making him one of the most impactful spiritual leaders in human history. If you liked this video, you're going to love what's coming next. Our next deep dive uncovers the top 10 secret societies and their beliefs, from ancient brotherhoods to modern organizations shrouded in mystery. Who are they? What do they believe? And how much influence do they really have? Don't miss out. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you're the first to uncover the secrets.